All right, coming up to JJ's Fish and Chicken. It had a lot of good reviews, so let's see what they got. I'm just gonna ask them for the best thing on the menu. I appreciate it. How's it going? What's the best thing?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't had it.
What's the most popular?
Everybody gets it.
Let's just do a number 4 then.
Number 4? You want it with coleslaw and fries or something else?
No coleslaw.
Just fries?
Yeah, that's fries.
And what you want to drink?
Do you have lemonade?
Huh?
Do you have lemonade?
Yeah. You want a flavor?
Nah, just regular.
So just regular? You want cash or card?
I'll do card.
Alright.
Alright, so I got fish and wings basket with double fries. They were gonna give me coleslaw, but yeah, that looks crazy. So we got fried fish on top, fried wings. I don't know what that sauce or the seasoning. It's like a Parmesan seasoning. Check out what this fish looks like. Super juicy, super wet. I did get some tartar sauce, but let's try it normally. It's flaking apart, you can't even grab it. It's pretty fire. It doesn't even need tartar sauce. We got the chicken wing. Gas. So let's talk about Thriftcon, right? I am gonna be eating. As you guys saw, I just picked up some fish. I'm starving. This is the first thing that I've eaten all day. I pulled up to Thriftcon at 8 a.m. this morning, and there was already a huge line because the doors opened for pre-people at 9 a.m. So I'm not sure exactly what time the line started, but I do know that like vendors were coming in at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And by the time 8 a.m. rolled, all the vendors were already set up. These chicken wings are gas. There's like no sauce on them. They are very heavily seasoned though, so it's like you don't need any sauce, but they're fire. And super hot. So, get there at 8 a.m. And since I have Captain with me, he stayed in the truck mainly the entire time. I have the windows cracked. I have window visors, so people can't even tell that my windows are open when they are. So, I told him I had a service dog and that I wanted to get, parking up front because everybody else that got there early had to park like maybe a football field away. By the way, their lemonade is so weird. It's like a icy slushy lemonade. Captain wants some. He ain't getting any. So they let me park up front. 8 a.m. goes. I stayed in my truck for maybe about 15-20 minutes, and then I noticed, because there was 2 lines, 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. I noticed 10 a.m. people started coming, so I said, okay. I took my chair, put down my chair. I was maybe 5th in line on the 10 a.m. and there's about 100 people in line at the 9 a.m. Then obviously 9 a.m. came, 9 a.m. line came in. 10 o'clock came. We went in. And the first 2 booths that I hit, I basically got all my shirts. I ended up getting I spent $100 on one guy, and then I spent $140 on the other. The first one I got 7 shirts, and then another one I might have got 6 or 5 shirts also. So it was really good. I am gonna do a separate video showing everything that I got from Thriftcon. This is just mukbang eating this / my thoughts of Thriftcon, right? So let's actually talk about Thriftcon, because it's been recorded for 3 minutes now. I haven't even really talked about it. So a lot of vendors, prices were good. You did have those like higher end store vendors that they wanted like full retail. Then you had the people that wanted like COVID prices, thinking that they're gonna get $500 for a $100 shirt, and it's just mind-blowing. But for the most part, the prices were pretty good. I definitely lucked out. All the vintage Harley shirts that I got, I want to say the oldest one or the newest one is like 2002. The rest are all 90s, and I basically averaged like $20 a piece, which isn't bad. Dude, back up. You got a piece of fish and that's it. Dude, and then you don't even eat it. You make a mess. So lots of vendors, lots of people. People were going in. I kept coming out to the car because every time I would buy something, I would bring it to the car and I would check on Captain. So I was in and out, in and out, in and out the whole entire day. But there was a line, probably upwards to maybe like 1:30. There was still a line of people trying to get inside, trying to park. Parking was ridiculous for the people that showed up late. People I know waited like an hour just in the parking by itself. So if you do go to Thriftcon, I do recommend getting there early as possible. If you're gonna wait regardless, you'd rather get in there early and get some good deals than wait and basically pay full retail or eBay prices, right? One thing that I did notice, there was a lot of $5, $10 piles, and people were eating those up like crazy. Which makes sense. For that price, I mean, how can you beat it? I personally didn't really look around at the $5 and $10 pieces. I mainly just looked at the racks because I was on the hunt for 90s Harley Davidson shirts to add to my collection. If you guys didn't know, I'm collecting 50 vintage Harley Davidson shirts all throughout the country on my little journey, but I'm not hitting certain states, so I do need to collect those states. And if I find a fire shirt, I'm buying it because, you know, it's gonna be difficult to find it anywhere else. So I don't know how much I spent, and I don't know how much I made, because I did sit at the trading pin for about an hour, and I probably made about $120 just with that. And then I did sell some other stuff just walking around, me holding my clothes in my hangers, right? So I need to add up and see. Yo, I'm sorry, but this food is gas. Like I said, it's fish and chicken in Atlanta, Georgia. So good. So my next question, or my next thing is, Thriftcon Colorado is next month, like literally like 30 days from today. You guys know I'm moving to Colorado. I'm on my way to Colorado, but I wasn't planning on being in Colorado next month. I'm going to Chattanooga from here. From Chattanooga, I'm going to Nashville, and I'm just gonna explore the country. But obviously today I got a lot of content. I got a lot of cool pieces. I met a lot of cool people, and I had a really good time. So it might be worth it to go up there for the Thriftcon, but we'll see. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sorry, this food is so gas. But I would recommend, if Thriftcon does come to your area and you like vintage, I would definitely come. It was honestly overwhelming, the amount of clothes that they had. So many things, and people had similar items. I definitely saw multiples of the same item at different booths. But for the most part, it was pretty diverse. Like everyone had NASCARs, everyone had, or most of the people had Harley Davidson shirts, but they were different NASCAR, different Harley graphics. So it wasn't like the same booth being repeated multiple times. And it wasn't just crazy higher end $1,000 pieces like other events that I know that's all they do. People just bring high end vintage, and it's just crazy. So it was definitely a good event. I'm glad I came. Probably made 4 or 5 videos out of this. So it was really good. And again, I am going to show you guys what I got on another video. I think I got in the total 17 pieces today, which isn't bad at all. And in that video, I'll say how much I spent and how much I made. Cop behind me. Not like behind me, but going through the drive-thru, you can see right here. My window tint is super illegal. So crossing these state lines, I have my windows down, just cruising, no speeding, nothing. But the good thing is my rear view, like my back window, isn't tinted. So when they get behind me, it looks like I don't have tint basically. Like it looks like it's factory because they can see right in and everything. So if you guys have any questions down below regarding Thriftcon, leave them. I'll respond back to you. But like I said, I'm happy I went. It was a lot of people, a lot of vendors, a lot of clothes. It was a really good time. So I'm gonna finish eating this chicken wing. And I'm gonna get Captain some food. Clearly he's starving. He acts like he hasn't eaten, even though you ate a few hours ago, dude. So make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and you know, keep along with this journey because we're posting every single day, multiple times a day, just showing my adventure around the country, headed to Colorado. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's get it.